There we go. What is up, everybody?
Hey, what's going on? Stream. Hola, bienvenidos. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of the Toxic Bearded Guys podcast.
Episode 2.
Two.
Dos. You however you say. You know.
Que no?
It is. Que no.
Anyway, y'all, welcome,
All right.
man. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you don't forget you can head on over to anchor.fm/Toxic Bearded Guys. Leave a comment, suggestions, something you want us to talk about. You can also come check us out on stream. Mine is twitch.tv/BigJustinTXTV. And
Twitch.tv/Mr. Freaking Rican.
Mr. Freaking Rican. I didn't even look. I didn't even look to see if we had any messages. I don't think we did, but definitely gonna go look and see.
I don't think nobody said nothing in the browsers.
Yeah.
I was looking at my inbox. No messages. So, as these guys are coming in, it is Sunday, February 28th, 4:10 Pacific, 6:10 Central, 7:10 Eastern. The reason why I did that is because it was not that late for you, early for me still.
Today is fucking flown by. I'm just saying, today is flown by.
Oh shit, I've been up since, like I said, like I told you earlier, man, I got up at 5:30, knowing that I didn't have to be up until like 7:30. But I was up at 5:30 and struggled to go back to sleep. That by the time when I fell asleep, the fucking alarm went off.
Damn.
So, yeah. Got a long day.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
went up and got breakfast, some breakfast sandwiches over to Mom's. Took her a couple messages or sandwiches, and she likes that what was it, that chicken McGriddle?
Oh yeah.
She's like, it tastes so spicy. So that's because that's the seasoning.
The seasoning. Still so spicy.
Ese so spicy. Yeah,
well,
so we're gonna get started. Really didn't have much topics today. I mean, there's a few things that we are gonna address. But we are going to run with the flow as you guys come in, respond. If not, we'll just have a casual conversation amongst two bearded fucking ugly fucks. And we'll have fun regardless. But your inputs are always important too as well. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I always want to know what y'all have to say.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
No tienen miedo. No te asusten. Don't get scared. Don't get spooked. You guys can talk. You guys can, well, not talk, but you could, input your opinion, on something that we talk about. It's a free country for the most part.
Listen, this ain't free. I'm just listen. I'm sorry, but listen. Now we got something to talk about. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's probably gonna be a little different than what we were planning on. But listen, America is not free. I know me.
It's the land of the free.
Listen.
Freedom of speech. You still go to jail for your fucking comments.
Listen, man. I don't know. This may be a subject that we probably shouldn't get on, but I'm gonna get on it anyways. Hey, What is the world coming to? Or should I say the world, the state, the United States coming to when they're changing Mr. fucking Potato Head to Potato Head? Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, is it that shitty? Like, are you serious, man? You know what I'm saying?
They really changed it.
Yeah,
Did
yes,
they really
yes.
change the design?
Yeah, because of gender. Because of gender. Yeah.
Because it was Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But wait, but that doesn't make sense because he had an accessory partner, Mrs. Potato Head.
Right. Right.
The fuck?
Yeah. Listen, look it up. I'm serious. Look it up.
I'm actually looking it up right now.
Look it up. They're changing the fucking name.
This was actually, wait, what? Mr. Potato Head is the latest weapon in the Fox News culture war. Oh, and this was just 3 hours ago, of course, famously by CNN.
Yeah. No, I mean, this was the other day, but I'm just saying, like, maybe something's updated on it, but
yeah, this, like I said, this was just posted up 3 hours ago by CNN.
yeah,
And it says, the title says, Mr. Potato Head is the latest weapon in the Fox News culture war. I have to hear this.
yeah.
Mr. Potato Head caused a lot of buzz last week, and Fox News played a big part in that. Over the past week, the plastic toy and its gender has been mentioned at least 35 times on the Fox News and Fox Business combined. The conversations about Mr. Potato Head has trans kids or whatever the culture war native is has a huge distraction. Author and CNN columnist Jill Filipovic told CNN's chief media correspondent Brian Shelter on Reliable Sources Sunday. So wait, the key word that they brought in, that they just said, the conversations about Mr. Potato Head and trans kids or whatever the culture war native is. Why can't you just keep it simple and just say people's that just yeah. Too small the paragraphs. Hasbro stirred the pot on Thursday when the news of Mr. Potato Head branding changed emerged at an investors meeting. The toy company later tweeted about it, assuring fans that although that the brand name is changing, the character of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head aren't going anywhere. On Saturday, Fox News host Greg Gutfeld said Mr. Potato Head was getting I'm sorry. Mr. Potato Head was getting neutered, and Sean Hannity invented Gerardo Rivera and Don Bongino on air to talk about the controversy and confusion that has created by Hasbro's decision to rebrand the toy. Why can't it just be normal? What the fuck the toy have to do with anything? The fucking toy. That toy's been around longer than I've been alive.
Right. Like honestly, I will, even if I was the biggest Mr. Potato Head fan, right? And I wanted my grandchildren to be a huge fan. Because of that right there, I would not ever spend a dime on that company.
On Hasbro.
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. You know what I mean?
The fact that listen, here's the part that gets me. Instead of being a normal fucking article and just keeping it basic, a basic conversation, these motherfuckers had the audacity to say the conversation about Mr. Potato Head and trans kids or whatever the culture war native is are a huge distraction. How the fuck? So now you're classifying? Now they're just considered trans kids?
Yeah.
Why can't they just be fucking kids?
Listen, there was something else too that I seen. Something about like at age 5 or something, a kid can pick their gender. No. Listen. No. No. Okay? No.
bro.
Now I'm gonna be real. Listen, I don't listen. I may hurt some people's feelings. People may unfollow me. Maybe people may. I don't give a fuck, really. Right? I'm gonna be real. Like I'm gonna be real here. Okay. I have not a lick of problem with people that want to, that do stuff with their own gender or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at age 5, 6, no, a kid should not be able to pick what gender they want to be. They just shouldn't. And when they get old enough, get up in high school. You know what I mean?
Like,
can buy a fucking beer, then they can make their own fucking decision. They can buy a pack of cigarettes or a beer. They can make their own fucking decision. If these motherfucking kids can't even buy a fucking beer, you can't make your own decision. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know if they want burgers or fries, for crying out loud. Exactly. Exactly. And at 4 or 5 years old, it is wrong to tell a little boy or a little girl, that if the boy wants to play with a Barbie doll with a friend or her sister, that's wrong. You cannot tell a little girl that she can't play with a Tonka truck or a Hot Wheel car because it's wrong. That's something that you grown-ups, adults need to fucking pipe it down and let them be. You know what I'm saying? This is a straight truth about my godson. Okay, my godson, he's a little hefty boy, love the kid to death, and he is now the third youngest. He's got two younger ones underneath him. He's only like 6, 7 years old. But when he was like 3, 4, 5, he would play with his sisters and they would have like a Baby Alive doll. And for Christmas, he wanted a boy Baby Alive doll. And his brothers, his 2 other brothers, including his biological father, and including a couple of his uncles, teased him because he wanted a fucking Baby Alive boy doll. He's 3, 4 years old. Who fucking cares? Who cares? That doesn't change his fucking sexuality.
Yeah. Listen.
What the fuck?
My son, okay, my ex-wife, we divorced, we separated, and then she ended up started dating a female. Because she was like, I'll never be with another man unless it was you. And I said, well, I guess you ain't never gonna be with another man then, because I ain't never gonna be with you again. And real talk, she didn't, all the way up until a few years ago. But anyways, I blew my shit one day, right? Like, I don't have a problem with lesbians. I don't have a problem with gay people. My cousin's a lesbian. I love that girl to death. I love her with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit about it. But when a kid is calling a girl a he and thinking that that's a dude, like, that's wrong. That's just wrong in my book. You know what I mean? Like these kids cannot make their decision when they're 5 years old. They can grow up knowing what's right and what's wrong, and if they want to do whatever they want to decide, they want to, be transgender, whatever, or dressing
transgenders.
Yeah,
right?
if a girl wants to be a guy wants to be a girl, whatever. Okay, fine. Not at the age of fucking 5. You know what I'm saying?
Know that.
Yeah, 5, 6 years old. Not that age. No.
Let's see. Trunk says, my son will play with his sisters all the time, Barbies and tea parties. That's normal. That's normal. Then he says, Dickie says, bro, I remember I had one called My Buddy, right? And then Trunk said, mostly cause my girls would beat him up until he played with them. But it's still not wrong. It's still not wrong. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yeah. It's still not wrong. You just blew my damn head. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciate you. But listen, I'm gonna put it like this. I remember, what the fuck is wrong with this? Something changed. I remember when I was younger, we had the whole My Buddy thing. And we also had Pound Puppies. I don't know if you guys remember the Pound Puppies, Care Bears.
Yeah.
Those, there was nothing wrong with those. There's nothing wrong with, you know, a boy wanting to play with the Pound Puppies. There's nothing wrong with a boy wanting to play with a My Buddy Dow, Teddy Ruxpin. You know what I'm saying? That was shit that I was growing up with. But just because I played with my sister's Care Bear, it was what I think it was called Wish Bear, and I had Grumpy Bear, that didn't make me want to fucking decide my motherfucking decision on how I was going to be in it for the rest of my life. Fuck, I was a kid. If you're fucking sitting there, dude, as a fucking parent, if you criticize or ridicule your fucking kid because a boy plays with a girl doll, or a fucking mother teases a daughter for playing with a boy's toy, you're assholes.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't give a fuck. You're an asshole.
Listen, guess what else they're doing, right? They don't want to, they're talking about not calling it breast milk anymore either. Human milk or body milk.
So what? Ours is milkshake?
Chest milk or human milk. Chest milk or human milk. Like, what the fuck is going on with this, bro? Like what? Like so listen, I'm just saying, y'all. Can you really sit there and tell me that America's free?
So now, after so many years, you know what? Here, you know what started this bullshit? You know what? Have you seen these young motherfuckers talking about millennials? Stop trying to drink like you're 20 years old. And let me explain something to you. I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 years old in April. Proud of it. Thankful to the Lord that I'm able to get this far and continues if he permits. But I wish one of these young motherfuckers try to tell me, oh, well, you know, you millennials, man, I'm going to say this again. Fuck you. And Dickie says he 100% agrees with you. So here's my thing. What these motherfuckers doing in their 20 years old, I did in my teenage years.
Yeah.
What these motherfuckers are doing in their 30 years old of age, I did in my 20s. These motherfuckers ain't doing no fucking brand new trend. Oh, except for wait. What do you call those? Tide Pods? That's a trend? That's some new shit that we don't know about?
Just saying, man. Listen, y'all. I'm just saying, man. I know this is a touchy subject, but come on, y'all.
The touchy subject,
come on,
that has to be heard. Fuck that shit.
Come on, y'all.
Look, and your face is beat fucking red because you know I'm right.
Listen, man.
Who the fuck came up with that idea? Who the fuck came up with a Tide Pod to eat that shit in your fucking mouth? You know what motherfuckers did back then with that to have fun, Justin?
What's that?
Motherfuckers used to fucking sit on their fucking heads, being held upside down while drinking from a fucking keg. That was fun.
Oh yeah, keg stands. Ooh.
I'm just saying,
stands, bro.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
When I used to be able to fucking down 2 Mad Dog 2020 Kiwi Limes and still live my motherfucking day. And if y'all don't know what Mad Dog 2020 is, don't say shit to me. Don't ask what it is. That was, I think that's when they try to come out like basically like their version of wine coolers. Mad Dog 2020s tasted so fucking good. But if you drank too many of them, you're sitting down. I wish you would stand up like you're going to do nothing. All you're going to hear is, you're going to fall flat on your face. You know? Zima. You remember Zimas?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, we used to drink shit like that just to have fun. Wait, what's even more? You know what's even better than fucking eating Tide Pods? Remember quarters? For shots?
Oh, dude, the old quarters game, man. Listen, listen. I'll give it to them for making beer pong. Like Beer pong's fun. I'll give him
Okay.
that. I'll give him
1 for
that.
them,
I'll give
15 for us.
I'll give him that, yo. I'll give him that, yo. I'm just saying. I'll give him that.
Look, all I know is these generations now, they still don't understand. We talked about a little bit last week about coming home when the lights turn on. You know what I'm saying? Drinking from the fucking water holes outside. You know, when we were growing up, we never went in the fucking house. You know, you wanted to fuck it. There was no texting or paging somebody. You wanted to play with your friends. You wanted to come out. You went to their fucking house. Or Justin would say, oh, well, you would leave it on your voicemail, on your answer machine so they can know where you was going. You know, we were creative. That's creative. When you was riding your skateboard and you fell and bust your shit, you stood the fuck up and you took it like a man. And that went for girls too. Because I know a lot of female that rode BMX bikes and tried to fucking do a bunny hop and fall and bust their shit, and they would get the fuck up and do it again.
Yeah.
Now, they're like a lot of Peter Griffins.
But listen, that comes into this, and what you're talking about there, though, comes into the subject that we were going to talk about too, is bullying, right? Because of how they are, I strongly believe that bullying is a lot worse now than what it was back then. There was bullying back then. Don't get me wrong, there was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there was a different definition for it though.
But
it was also called peer pressure.
Yeah, and then back then, I mean, people get bullied, then you end up duking it out. You can't do that nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
They call the police. Ain't no fighting about it now. Motherfuckers afraid to get an ass whooping. I'm like, you know, listen, it wasn't until, a few years back, okay, probably about 2018, 2017, or yeah, when on social media there were 5 high school kids. I think they were juniors, and they were picking on a freshman, an Asian freshman, because he was Asian and played basketball with them. And they beat the hell out of him. They ganged up on him on that because he didn't want to tell them where he got it, what size his shoes was. I wouldn't want to say, well, what the fuck you do about my size of my shoes for? So they whooped his ass thinking it was a joke and recorded it and put it on fucking Facebook Live. Or YouTube. Sorry. They put it on YouTube. I don't understand it. What do you get from whooping somebody's ass? I do know. Because a lot of people seem to forget that the ones that do the peer pressure and they do the bullying, they have that shit done to them at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was you ever bullied?
Me? No. Honestly, I never was. But listen, I'll be honest with you. I was a bully back then. Like, I bullied a lot of people, a lot of kids at school. Honestly, I did. You know what I mean?
I had it both.
I've had people try to bully me, and then it turned into a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you had to stand your ground. You had a name to keep your reputation up.
I don't want to say I was like a full bully, but there was people that I bullied back then. You know what I mean? I don't know if you want to call it bullying. Maybe it was bully, but like I punked a lot of people back then. You know what I'm saying? But I also had a reputation back then, not one I'm proud of. You know what I mean? But
I'll tell you like this. I would get bullied within my first few years of school. And then I watched a friend of mine get his ass whooped, and I didn't do shit about it. I went home and I thought about it. What if that would have been me? Would he have protected me? Would he have helped me?
right.
So I was in 4th grade. I remember that. I was in Mrs. Berry classroom in Chicago on the west side, on the northwest side, and it was called Lowell School, right on Humboldt Park. And when I watched that happen, and I went home, I felt like shit. So then that gave me the impression to start. I was a bully, but I bullied the bullies.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't bully anybody that didn't deserve it. If I seen you picking on a kid, slapping him around, making fun of him, guess what? I was coming to make fun of you. I was going to come slap you around.
And
That's
see,
a different story.
that was a lot that I did too. People that thought they were hard asses, I would bully them. You know what I'm saying? Or picking on people. I couldn't stand people to get picked on, but I would pick on some people. So it was kind of like a catch-22. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Trunk said, well, actually, Dickie first says that we went back to like the whole social media that he said everybody wants to record shit too, which that's ridiculous as fuck as well. And they still record it when they record when people get bullies. He said, Dickie said he wasn't a bully, but he didn't bully kids either. Trunk said that he would be the first to say that he was that kid, but he was a little kid, so he felt like he needed to be.
Yeah.
But then he matured up when he got older. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand that. You know, you got the small fry guys. You know, like the one. No offense, I'm not talking about you, Trunks. Don't think I'm talking about you. You know, the little guy with the high up shorts and the glasses, and you know, I don't think you were in the eras that I grew up in, but I seen little guys have to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? They were smaller, they were mouthier, but they defended themselves from bullies. That I could see.
And see, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm with Trunks there because, like, you may not know it now from seeing me on camera, but back in the day when I was younger, I was scrawny. Like, I was very, very scrawny. I was stocky, but very, very scrawny. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like 80 fucking pounds or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a little bitty motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of it, I felt that was the same way. Like, I had to have that badass attitude and make people like scared, so they wouldn't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, hey, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of motherfuckers that I went up against, and they whooped me down pretty hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I've had my fair share of giving ass whoopers and taking ass whoopers too. That's yeah. I understand that. But that's schooling. Everybody goes through it. That's one thing that I would say. That's a trend that will never get old. Somebody will always talk about your shoes, what brand of shoes you got, what kind of clothes you got, what fucking haircut you got, what kind of book bag you have, what kind of jacket you have. Yeah, at least not the one that your mama bought me. That's what I used to tell them. But the one bullying that bothers the shit out of me the most is online bullying for streamers. Whether if it's a streamer bullying his followers and pitching and bitching, which I'm pretty sure some of you might have had them, have heard them, or maybe not. But I've seen streamers, male and females, get pissed off because nobody was subscribing to their channel. Nobody was donating to the channel. Nobody was contributing to their channel. And then you're getting pissed off with them and demanding it. That's bullying. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that shit.
As a streamer, you should never demand anything.
I don't agree with that. What I don't agree is also the viewers, male or female, harassing, ridiculing the streamer. The last couple of years, there must have been about what? 3 streamers that I know of that took their own lives because of bullying. Problem is, I could ban you in a heartbeat. I don't give a fuck about no subs. I don't give a fuck about no bits.
But that's the difference between then and now. You know what I mean? There's like the whole thing with Mr. Potato Head and choosing your gender. Everything's fucking online now. Everybody's recording something. Everybody's like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that talk shit on the computer or on the internet that'll do something face to face. I guarantee you 90% of them would not say that if they were face to face with somebody. But that's what it is nowadays. It's all about the internet. Everything's on the internet. Everything.
Motherfuckers think the internet's their fucking their Bible, their dictionary. It's not. It's just a fucking bunch of gossip.
And then if you do something, 9 times out of 10 it's recorded, and then next thing you know, it's all over the place, and there goes your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean,
it's just like those fucking kids that were on fucking Facebook. You know, they turn around and they fucking record a fight at school. I just seen one the other day. The girl must have been about 17, 18 years old. She was having a dispute with another female, Latina, white, whatever the case may be. She went and knocked on the girl's door, and the mother came out. The mother's in her fucking, you know, in a robe. And she looked back at the girl that she's arguing with or fighting with or whatever. She grabbed her mother by the fucking collar of her fucking robe. And she's like, "This your mother?" Smack. She smacked the mother 5 times. Let me tell you something. Bully or not, I'm not gonna let you hit my mama. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna try to beat your ass. It's my mother. You got a problem? Take it up with me. That's the problem with half of you young motherfuckers out there. You want to take it out on a car? You want to take it out in the house? You want to take it on the possession? If you got a problem, take it up with that person. Don't go fucking their shit up for that shit. That car had nothing to do with you. Their mama had nothing to do with you. Their bike had nothing to do with you. The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. It's wild nowadays, you know?
Fuck him. Hit him with a Mr. Potato Head.
No, it's Potato Head. Get it right. It's fucking Potato Head, not Mr. fucking Potato Head. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's fucking, listen, it's fucking Mr. fucking Potato Head, okay?
We discussed that already, Gemma, that it's no longer Mr. Potato Head. But let me explain something to you. I don't give a fuck. It's Mr. Potato Head to me. I don't care. You have Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head and Bucket of Parts. Bucket of Parts for each and everyone. I don't give a fuck. Just like in Chicago, we had the tallest building in the United States, which was the Sears Tower. They turned around and wanted to call. They named it the Willis Tower. Do I call it the Willis Tower? Fuck no. Did anybody else call it the Willis Tower? Nope. Only the tourists did. Anybody that was from Illinois and Chicago, when they came to Chicago, let's go to the Sears Tower. Did nobody say we was going to the Willis Tower? You can call it what the fuck you want. It's still Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. And Bucket of Parts. Bucket of Parts for each and everyone. I watched that fucking commercial growing up as a fucking kid. You ain't gonna fucking tell me now after so many years. Because society, oh my God, no, we can't keep calling him Mr. Potato Head. No, even though there's a Mrs. Potato Head. Bitch, grow a fucking pair and man the fuck up, Hasbro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck.
I'm just saying, man, y'all. So much. Listen, there's so much I could get into, honestly, and some of it I just don't know if we should or not. But
listen,
I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree.
I'm gonna back that ass up. I'm gonna back it up.
I don't agree with trying to get rid of history. History is what made us. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff going on these days that I just don't agree with. You know what I mean? Like the Mr. Potato Head is, it's just stupid. You know what I mean?
What do you think about them taking out the toys that we used to get at McDonald's, Burger King,
Yeah.
Wendy's? What the fuck did they do? What happened to that?
You can't do nothing nowadays without it offending somebody, and that's just stupid. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. They're changing names of schools because it offends people.
Let's not go there, Justin. The fuck? Growing up in school, you would stand up, do the Pledge of Allegiance, and after the Pledge of Allegiance, you sing the what? Do you remember?
The
Star Spangled Banner, I think it's called.
Yeah.
As kids, and that meant everybody: Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, whites, blacks, Asians, Polish, Hindis, and the reason why I say Hindis because they don't like to be called Hindus. Hindis, Arabics, Dominicans, Cubans, we all stood up in class with your hand over your heart.
Can't do it now.
You can't do that shit.
You can't do it now. You're gonna fucking offend somebody.
Fuck. They took that out of school already. They already fucking going around changing fucking names.
Listen, they changed 5 elementary names here in my hometown. That's damn near every single elementary we have here. They've changed their names because it's offensive. But come on, man.
I don't understand it. These what the fuck does the school name have to do with where your kid goes and gets his education?
Right. Are they getting taught right? Yeah. Okay then. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if it says "suck my left nut" school? Are they getting taught right? They're getting taught right. Who gives a shit, right?
Well, fucking doesn't make no sense. Next thing you know, they're gonna change AutoZone. They're gonna change Napa. McDonald's will no longer be McDonald's. It'll be like McWiggle. You know, Burger King will no longer be Burger King because it sounds too much like booger. Come on, what the fuck?
Oh man, y'all.
I don't know. I mean, for Christ's sake.
I know. So once again, back to the original subject. Are we free? No, we're not. We're not free.
They call it the land of the free, though. I mean, you got everybody named Mama trying to come to this fucking
It's
country.
the land of the free, as long as you don't say Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head. Don't call it breast milk. It's like.
I'm sorry, hold on. Did you hear that Justin saying that now there's getting to the point where because of all the controversy of the women breastfeeding, you could no longer call it breast milk? What did it say was human milk?
My old lady told me about it yesterday, man. I don't know where she's seen it at. I'm gonna have to try to do some more research, but they call it chest milk or human milk. Yeah,
I'm looking it up right now as we speak.
She's seen it somewhere, and she told me about it yesterday, and I was like, "What? What?"
So, let's see. Health experts push to swap the term breast milk with chest milk to be more exclusive. Look, this is no live stream. I should add another source so I can show them. It says here, okay, and this was in Cincinnati. Some health experts are asking to substitute the term chest milk or human milk for breast milk in order to be more inclusive to transgender and non-binary parents. Let me say something. Let me get this out there right quick. I have no issues, no hate, no dislike. I have nothing wrong with gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual. Live your fucking life. I don't care. But to have shit to the point where they're throwing your fucking sexuality, it says chest milk or human milk for breast milk in order to be more inclusive to transgender or non-binary parents. What about what the fuck does that have to do with being a mom feeding their kid? Bitch, was you breastfed or was you not breastfed? Are you jealous because you watched a baby get breastfed and you didn't get breastfed when you was a kid? Fuck.
Yeah.
UK health officials officially released a statement including nurse at 2 hospitals to stop saying breastfeeding or breast milk and instead use more gender inclusive phrases. Listen.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
Is it the transgender now doing this shit complaining? Is that what this is?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's what it feels like. It feels like the transgenders are feeling more confident to be coming out. And I applaud you for that. I'm happy for you. But don't fuck with society.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with shit that we've been dealing for years. For years. Just because you're a transgender and you don't, you can't give a specific answer, that doesn't mean that we should have to fucking change the way our history and society was. Since the days of God, Adam and Eve, it's always been breastfeeding, tit milk, booby milk, jug milk. Motherfucker, it's your mama's milk.
Listen, for y'all that want to change that, go suck on your mom's titty, okay? Just go get back on your mama's titty for a little bit.
Now, here's what they say. Medically, it is possible for a transgender man or non-binary person to have a baby and create milk. Some health professionals see the language shift as a way to make people feel more comfortable. Nurses were encouraged to avoid the words mothers and maternal unless specifically asked, in favor of more gender-neutral words like parents or, I can't pronounce this word, parental? Perinatal. Not sure what the fuck that is. Prenatal? Okay, prenatal. And I just had to look at it correctly. It says, the changes, however, do not apply when discussing or caring for the individuals in a one-on-one capacity where language and documentation should reflect the gender's identity of the individual, the hospital system says. Like Justin said, go suck a titty.
Listen, I'm sorry if I offend anybody. I apologize, but really, go get back on your fucking mother's titty. For all you that are complaining,
this is crazy. Like how does this happen? So, so wait.
Well, but that's the thing. Once again, this is a free country. As long as you get rid of Mr. Potato Head, listen, they need what is it? Declaration of Independence. You are free as long as you don't use these 1,000 words.
Right. Or these phrases.
Yeah. What's up, Eva? How are you doing, man?
Okay. I was scrolling down and it says there are all different types of families. And I think the most important thing is that every type of family knows that breast milk is not just for any particular baby, she said. Which is right.
Listen, all right. I'm going to say this, okay? It doesn't matter what your race is, what your gender is. Be fucking proud of it regardless, right? And if you're a guy and you want to be a female, then fucking be proud of being a female. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to change so much shit for fucking people just to be happy and be proud? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a
change the fucking society.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're a guy want to be a girl want to be like, I don't give a shit. That don't bother me. Like, I'll fucking treat you the same no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's be realistic, Justin. Back in the days, if you act like a man, I'll treat you like a man. You want to act like a bitch, I'll treat you like a bitch.
Right.
You want to be a woman, you want to act like a woman, I'll treat you like a woman. If you act like a bitch, I'll treat you like a bitch.
Listen,
what happened to that?
I'm going to be real with you. Like, I'm going to be real as fuck with you, okay? Now, my daughter's getting older, right? My daughter's getting older. But if I got an 8-year-old girl in the bathroom and a grown-ass man walk in there because Biden or whoever wants to fucking make it allowable because you don't specify your gender, I promise you, I'm going to go off in that bathroom and grab that boy by his motherfucking neck and drag him out that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. What I don't think people are understanding by doing that, like, I get your thing, right? I get you, you know, some guys want to be girls want to be guys, but then you got motherfuckers that are going to pretend to be non-gender reveal, whatever, so they can take advantage of situations like that. You know what I mean? And that's where I've got a problem with it. That's why I've got a big issue with it. You know what I mean?
One of the things that I caught out here on the news, Justin, was that they were also trying to throw out there about pedophile is not a sexual preference. Listen, let me explain something to you. Let me make this perfectly clear. You want to fuck around and you want to try to make it say like it's a preference. It's a preference because you're ill to want to touch the youth. Let me explain something to you. Let me catch one of these motherfuckers standing outside with a pedophile saying that it's okay to be a pedophile or whatever. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna say something right now. If you are a transgender and you're a male trying to be a female, let me explain something to you. I understand you guys want to be comfortable in the world, and you have every right to want that feeling, but do not force that shit for little kids. They don't need to learn that right now. Let them worry about who they want to be first before you want to try to it's an accidental influence. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt by saying that. It's an accidental influence because a man wants to try to be a woman. Be who you want to be. Don't force it on nobody else. Don't walk into a fucking woman's bathroom when you see a woman walk in there with 2 or 3 kids that are under the age of 10 years old, and you walk in there and you fucking stand to take a fucking piss.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Sit down and squat like and pee like every other woman does. You want to be a woman? Sit the fuck down and pee like a woman.
Listen,
because a woman doesn't stand up and pee.
Listen, I don't want to be a woman, right? I love being a man. Listen, I sit down and pee. It's a lot of work standing there pissing. I'm just saying, I'm a fat ass, bro. I'll sit down and take a piss. What's wrong with it? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Sit your fat ass down, take a piss. Listen, sit down, take a piss, grab a magazine. Same thing as sit down taking a shit, right? Just fucking get it and go, you know?
Right, but I've never looked at it like that. I've never done it. If I have to piss, I stand up and piss. And if I decide, like for example, like when I used to work at night to tell motherfuckers, man, I gotta use the bathroom, man. The food's running through me, right? I would lie just to go sit there and take a piss. And then I was getting ready to walk back out. I'm like, man, fuck that. That's not taking a shit. Hell no, we gonna sit back on the motherfucking toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I'm in public. All right, listen. When I'm in public, right, all right, I'll take a quick piss, stand up, piss, get it over with. Listen, when I'm at the house, what the fuck wrong with sit down and pissing? Ain't nothing wrong around with it. Sit your ass down, take a piss, grab a motherfucking magazine, look at TikTok. All right?
I ain't never said it was wrong, but I've never done it. I personally's never done it. I mean, who knows? That might come about in my future. I don't fucking know. Fuck that. What'd you do today? Shit. I had to go take a piss. I just said, fuck it. I squatted, man. You see that shit was going on Facebook? No.
I'm just saying. Listen, ain't no shame in my game. I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck.
Look. I can't say shit because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I could invent a fucking gaming chair to be able to fucking, you'll never have to get up to shit and piss,
listen. I would. listen. So I used to live next door to a guy in a wheelchair. His name was Jesse, right? He was shot and it made him paralyzed. Dude's badass, dude. Like, great dude. One day we decided, man, it felt good out night, right? So I took my big screen outside. And now you're talking about one of them old school. It's got the fucking big old lights in it, big screen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the projector ones with the bass in the bottom.
Right.
With
The
the
fucking like 300-pound motherfucking
yeah.
big screen.
Yeah, yeah.
And we took this motherfucker, we were in an apartment, right? We took this motherfucker outside. And we were sitting there. And we were jamming out on a golfing game outside. It was cool. It was like a whole fucking apartment complex over there watching us. Anyways, I was like, man, I gotta piss. He goes, I just did. And I was like, what? And I thought he was fucking around. Yeah, we were drinking a little bit. What, you piss in your... I was fucking with him. I said, you piss in your chair? You know what I mean? Because he's in a wheelchair. Right. He said, nah, look, I just pissed. Look, you see the puddle? And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Listen. I almost went and bought one, right? But listen, people in wheelchair have got a condom pissing thing. It just slides over. They can just piss wherever. It's just a fucking thing that just goes out. And so they can just piss wherever they want. And they don't have to get up. Well, it's the best invention ever. Like, why does it have to be for people that's in wheelchair? Why can't we have it?
No, wait, did you see the one for the females?
No.
Bro, they made a device for the women to fucking sit there that complained. I shit you not, and I can Google it real quick. They made a device. It's a plastic thing that you get, right? It's a funnel. It's basically a fucking funnel, dude, that they can put if they're in a fucking pair of jeans. All they gotta do is unzip their fucking zipper, slide the shit under their fucking twat, and they piss in that funnel, and it streams out like if they were taking a piss like a man. No fucking lie. Look it up. Yeah, my girl's over here saying, she goes, that's a thing too now that females doing it. Ain't no fucking lie. It's the fucking truth.
Well, listen, let's just swap, because I'd rather sit down and piss and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you right now. I'd rather fucking just sit down and do it, man. That's a lot of work standing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a big belly. I got a big belly. I'm just saying. That's a lot of work. You know what I mean?
And look, from one big guy to another big guy, I'm telling you. Look, and I'm disappointed too. The fucking scale in my bathroom fucking lied to me, that little bitch. The bathroom scale said I was 300, right? Even. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm losing weight. My girl decided she wanted to buy one of those stand-up scales that you get from the doctor's office with the fucking precise fucking weight. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and stood on that bitch. 306. I said, what? I said, how? I just said I was 300. She's like, babe, that one in the bathroom lies then. I'm like, what the fuck? Why you say that? Because this one says I weigh less than from what it says in the bathroom. Ain't this about a motherfucker? I said, we had to buy a fucking tall ass fucking scale to find out how much we really weigh. And you weigh less than what the bathroom was telling you, and the bathroom was saying I weigh less than what I weigh now. I said, damn, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I'm a big motherfucker too, but I don't know if I can sit down.
Listen, just sit down and piss and weigh yourself. That way it's fucking half the weight.
Dude, don't make me slap you with a fucking meat potato head, okay?
Don't say that. You're gonna offend me.
Okay, Karen.
Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, man. Look.
Well, yeah. Welcome to the Toxic Bearded Guys.
For you guys that just coming in, welcome to the Toxic Bearded Guys podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. Freaking Rican, with my boy, Big Justin, Texas. If you guys are looking to hear the top podcast, you can always go to fucking anchor.fm/Toxic Bearded Guys, or you can go to twitch.tv/Mr. Freaking Rican, twitch.tv/Mr. Big Justin, Texas. Okay? You can always find it out also in our fucking, in our streams, you'll see that, we're friends, And if you guys ever have a topic you want to talk about, you guys are more than welcome to direct message us in our streams or in whatever form you can weigh in our Discord if you are in them. We are doing this once a week at the moment, every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central, which will be 7 o'clock p.m. in the East Coast. and we talk about everything and anything under the sun just to have a good laugh, to entertain you guys and to entertain ourselves. If you ain't laughing, we don't give a fuck. We're still gonna laugh. So, topic of the day:
sit down and take a piss.
Hey, sit down, take a piss, look at the news, understand your news that it's no longer Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah.
It is Potato Head. The new generation starts trending eating Tide Pods. What else did we touch bases on? Breastfeeding is no longer to be called breast milk. It is to be called chest milk, or what was the other one? Human milk?
Human milk, yeah. Because there's alien milk too, so we got to make sure we have human milk, right?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I mean, just in case if they got one titty out of order, the other one's still working. They want to make sure it's called a human milk. I'm just metaphorically speaking.
Oh shit!
And it's not no shame for a man to sit down and take a piss.
Yeah, ain't no shame. Ain't no shame in sitting down pissing, yo. I'm just saying.
Read a magazine, go on fucking Facebook, TikTok, whatever the fuck you like to entertain yourself with.
Hey, listen, are you ever just sitting on the toilet taking a shit and you get lost in TikTok and next thing you know you've been there for about 45 minutes?
I don't know about TikTok, but I get lost in watching fucking Twitch streams. Listening to the fucking dumbasses that be saying the weirdest shit on fucking streams, it just trips me out. And also we talked touch bases on as far as bullying. We, don't
listen. And just for y'all that listen, and some of y'all may not agree with what we say. You may agree, you may not agree. Don't get mad if you don't agree. That's part. That's where we used to be in this world. Is freedom, right? Freedom of speech. I have the freedom to say how I feel. Don't start unfriending people because it's dumb shit like that. I just can't stand that. You know what I mean? I think that's stupid as fuck.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. There is no right or wrong opinion.
I'm losing your friends and your family over politics, and because you don't agree with what they fucking say.
Hey, just like don't unfriend them because they like one person and you don't like that person. That's stupid. That's dumb. You don't just because. And I'm gonna say it now because normally most people would think like, what are you referring to? Whether if you like Biden or you don't like Biden, you're entitled to your fucking opinion. Don't lose your fucking friendship over that shit. Because at the end of the day, you guys didn't agree with probably Trump and the presidents before that. So why all of a sudden now? Don't start that shit. Don't. That's just ridiculous. That's stupid. So at the end of the day, please understand, you're entitled to feel what you feel. Don't force it on somebody else. If they don't want to buy your bullshit, then they're not going to buy it. But don't hate them because of it. Just saying. I just found out today that Justin squat and sits in peace. That ain't gonna make me stop being friends with him because he sits in peace. I might just turn around and try that shit my damn self. Who fucking knows? We'll talk about the next chapter.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, why not, right? Why not?
That's all right. I got a box of fucking Oreos cookies when I get off the stream and games at night that sits next to the side of my bed and I'm greedy as fuck with it. I don't share with nobody. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, shit. You gonna make money, man, Mad. He liked them Oreos.
And I got a small little fridge on the side of my bed that I keep Pepsis and fucking snacks in the fucking fridge.
I'm fixing it.
Because I don't feel like getting up.
Listen. I love Reese's. And I've got 3 bags of Reese's sitting next to my, like the Reese's cups or whatever. Is it kind of like that? Okay. We talk about Oreos, buddy. I got to sit next to my bed. I snack on them hoes right before I go to sleep.
Listen, hey, besides my bed, Justin, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
We talking about Oreos. He said he's got Oreos. I said,
what
shit.
You call this, Mr. Good Bars too? Can't help it, man. Not to mention the actual snack queen of the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? I'd be out of nowhere wondering where the fuck she gets M&Ms from, or where she gets fucking, certain snacks. I'm like, damn, where did you get that from? You didn't have that in your fucking pocket. You gotta look around. You might find jars that there's not see through, and you have to open and find out what the fuck is in there.
Oh man.
Well, we've been at this for
Yep. Been at about an hour.
Yeah, go for another half, and then we'll end it from there at least.
Yeah.
Unless you want to end it now.
Oh, it don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter.
What do you guys think? Do you guys want us to end our podcast or go another half hour? And everybody answer at once.
They're like, get the fuck off and go sit down and piss.
Oh wait, they might. I might go play with Mr. Potato Head because
Mr. Potato Head.
How was it? It was Mr. Potato Head and Bucket of Parts featuring everyone.
Now we'll probably just go ahead and end it, y'all, man. Yeah.
Stick around for another 30.
So stick around, stick around.
One said stick around, yeah. So now, did y'all hear about what happened to Tiger Woods?
But yeah, we can't talk about that. Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods was just a couple days ago, and I looked it up right now. It said they think Tiger Woods and Crash and Ben Hogan's were the same. Ben Hogan was another golfer, and believe it or not, this dude flipped his fucking car. They're saying that he possibly fell asleep behind the wheel.
That's what happened to him last time, though.
To who? Tiger?
Tiger, yeah. He was a pill popper. He was on a lot of pills, and him and his old lady got into a fucking fight because she found out he was fucking around on her. He was fucking like 15 different females at once. And he got in his car and he had pills in him, and he like fell asleep and hit like a tree and a fire hydrant like 3 houses down from his house.
This was
All
here.
right,
this is not too far either for me either in LA.
Yeah.
About a couple hours from here where he had the fucking accident.
I'm surprised they're not trying to say it was drug related, but I don't know. He's kind of got his shit together, so.
Well, that's what I was told. They said that they arrived at the theory based on several factors, especially the way that Wood's vehicle appeared to keep going straight ahead instead of on the road as it curved right. So they're saying basically by the trajectory of how the way the skid marks or however the way he positioned his car, it was a huge sign that he fell asleep behind the wheel. And this was Tuesday.
At like 7 o'clock in the morning.
I
think, wasn't it?
So look, I'm reading the
7:05 a.m. Yeah, 7:05.
Yeah, it was in the morning.
Yeah.
And crack of dawn too. So, but they're also trying to turn around and say that there's a great high possibility that he's gonna be able to continue to golf. Who gives a fuck? Let the man fucking heal first. Let him heal.
There's a documentary on Tiger Woods. It's like a 2 episodes on HBO Max.
How do you know that?
I watched it. It's new. I don't know if there is like more than one, but it's about his life. Like 2 episodes on HBO Max. Yeah. Original documentary.
We're talking about a fucking high-paid fucking professional golfer.
But it tells about like his career and what he's done and the things he's been through, and well, he goes into details about it. It's have a look it up. It's on HBO Max. I know there's two.
I think we got HBO Max. I'm not sure.
There's two episodes.
Well,
that I've seen.
They're saying that in the article that he wasn't speeding. They're saying that the speed limit. Excuse me, sorry. The speed limit in that area that it was at 45 miles an hour. If he would have been doing at 45 miles an hour to 50, if he was doing 45 to 50, he could walk away with a broken leg.
Yeah.
If he was doing about 60, 65, it would be kind of close to a likelihood likelihood of death increased potentially. But if he was hitting 80, there's no way that he would have walked away from that at all, based on the fucking scene that they're talking about. So, Tiger Woods, just the way they're saying is he had a broken leg basically. So with that being done, they're estimating that he was doing a speed limit. He just fell asleep behind the wheel. What's going on, Odin?
Well, he had a tournament all weekend long. A tournament that he puts together or whatever was all weekend long.
Was that an open?
So he probably was just tired as shit.
It's a possibility.
But it happens. And it happens. But yeah, so if y'all haven't watched it, I don't know if you're much into golfing, but even if you're not into golfing, it's really interesting. It's a two series. There's 2 parts to it. There's no more than that, at least for now, but there's 2 parts to it, and it tells his story, and it goes in about him getting divorced, and
oh shit, his car was fucked up. They had to fucking pull out
that was a lie.
whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Well, besides the jaw of life, because of how far down he went into the ditch, into the ravine. You ever seen those big rig?
Yeah,
with the crane? Yeah, they had to crane his shit out. The fucking let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14-wheeler with a fucking crane on it, and it was pitted on the ground. Yeah. Had to fucking pit his shit out. His whole front bumper was gone. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty bad accident. Don't get me wrong, but again, if you're fucking that tired, man,
yeah,
you should not be getting behind the fucking wheel.
Hopefully, I'm sure if it was drug related, that would already be out there. But
it would have already been out. It would have already been leaked out.
He's also got pulled over one time. It even shows it in a documentary, but I remember this story too. But he got pulled over in the middle of the road because he was so doped up on fucking pills, he fell asleep in the middle of the road in his driver's seat in his car. He had a rough life though, man. They say it was his dad.
Bentley SUV.
Yeah, they say that car is probably what saved his life because of the airbags and stuff.
Airbag, yeah. Because it was a fucking Bentley.
Yeah.
It was a Bentley SUV he was driving.
Yeah.
It was all banged the fuck up.
They say that that's probably what saved his life because of the airbags and the way the airbags went off and shit like that.
But they did say that Tiger Woods did tweet out on Friday that he was recovering from surgery in good spirits.
Nice.
So.
Good shit. Well, maybe he's okay. I'm sure there'll be the full story eventually. You know what I mean? I'm sure that'll come out eventually. A full blown story on him or whatever.
That was California State Police fucking responding to questions in regards to Tiger Woods, and I think they were asking if he was under the influence or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, that's just fucking ignorance right there. When you got people trying to fucking find out, I mean, because of past status. No, don't get me wrong. If he did get caught before, being under the influence while driving, so be it. That was then. Don't compare it to this one again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been just a legitimate, like Justin, said that just legitimately, he was just fucking tired. It was 7-something in the morning. You know what I'm saying? He fell asleep behind the wheel, lost control of his fucking car. That was his wake-up call right there and then.
Yeah.
So who knows? But what do you guys think? What part of the podcast or the stream right now that you guys are in? Did you guys have any comments about? Any statements? Any is there anything you guys want to talk about? Or any questions? Feel free to inbox it, type it, do something. Wait, money must be in yours, huh? Okay, good. Anyhow,
Well,
let's see. What the fuck? There was something else I was going to talk about. I think it had to do with a fucking a movie. I just can't remember what fucking movie it was. There's supposed to be another movie that was coming out, but they didn't. I don't remember the title of it. It was going to be a remake, another one like how they're doing Coming to America 2.
oh yeah.
There's supposed to be another one. Oh, here's this was another one I was going to tell you. So I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to the news in regards to the fucking vaccines that are coming out for the COVID. And there's they have a 3-step process of injections that you get for the COVID. So now the FDA grants an emergency use of authorization for the third COVID-19 to Johnson & Johnson. So now I guess they broke it down to where now you get all you need is one shot.
Yeah. So please go get this shot. Please go get it, right? Because the flu's way down. Flu just disappeared. Okay, y'all. So we don't need no more flu shots. Okay. So go get this shot, right? Because this thing's only been out for what, a year? You know what I mean? So it's definitely got to get a shot. You know what I mean? Because we've only had cancer and the flu and every fucking thing else that they can't come up with cures for. So we gotta go get a shot. So go get a shot. Please go down to your local crackhead dealership and pick up a shot.
Listen.
Sorry.
Let me.
I'm sorry. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting a shot, right?
Nope.
I'm not getting a shot. You mean to tell me in a year they come up with a cure for this, but they can't come up with cures for fucking cancer?
Listen.
The flu, the whole fucking 9 yards, the HIV, they can't come up with none of those cures, but bam, instantly they can come up with a cure for this. I don't know, man. Get the fuck out of here.
When the COVID happened when Trump was in office, and now that Trump is gone, now they got a vaccine. When both of these presidents caught the fucking COVID, both of them did.
Listen, man.
Trump's caught it, and fucking Biden, didn't he?
I think so.
Am I mistaken?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
They both caught COVID. Let me explain something to you. I seen a video of a woman who took the first COVID shot, the first one, before she got her second one. I did not realize that. I thought the video was something else. It was the side effects that she got from it that gave her an epileptic seizure style / Parkinson's, that she had to be hospitalized. She couldn't walk on her own from this COVID vaccine that they took. Okay. If I could find the video footage and I would, I'm going to look for it right now and see if I'll post it in my fucking stream. I don't care. She took the COVID and got sick as fuck. But see, they don't realize that it's like the flu shot. When you get a flu shot, what do you get? You get the flu. Oh no, it's not the flu. It's just listen, the flu shot is the flu. About 75% of people who get the flu shot, and I'm one of those people, I get sick. I'm sick as a dog. And then the rest of the year, I'm good. Just saying. So, you mean to tell me that you don't got COVID when you take these shots? Just asking. Anybody? Woman takes COVID shot. Let me see. Justin.
For $9.99 a month, you can watch me get the flu shot. From OnlyFans.com. What's up, man?
What I explained to them was that do you think that this COVID, these vaccines don't give you COVID? They gotta give you COVID to cure the COVID.
I bet it does. I just
like
don't trust it. I I just don't trust it, man. Like,
What's the flu shot though?
how can you come up with a cure in 9 months, but you can't cure nothing else? You know what I mean?
They can't cure brain cancer. They can't cure breast cancer. They can't cure any kind of fucking cancer. Any. Their solution to breast cancer, they cut it off.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so
That's
many
your
other
solution?
diseases and stuff out there that they ain't got cures for, but they damn sure found a cure for this one. It ain't no different with COVID than there is in the flu. Right? You get sick for a couple of weeks, people die from the flu, people die from COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get it and take care of yourself and keep fluids in you, and then you're done with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than a damn flu.
No. There ain't no fucking difference.
And it's funny. But it really is
COVID
funny.
is what? Basically a fucking 10 times worse than the flu, basically, is why they sum it up.
But I seen an article the other day, and that's why I said that a while ago, that the flu, people that have the flu or the flu count, whatever you want to call it, is way down right now. How all of a sudden is that down? Because COVID's here. So COVID got rid of the flu? Is that what you're saying? You get what I mean? Like, it doesn't make no sense to me. Like, honestly, it really doesn't. Why is the flu count extremely low right now?
But supposedly the cases are low also for COVID. You know what I mean? They said that they've lowered down by so much percentage of the COVID. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. At the end of the fucking day, I think that I don't care. I think this was government made. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Population control. Yeah, I said it. Mr. freaking Regan said it. Government made. Population control. I've had this discussion already earlier with a group of friends. I ain't gonna talk about it again. I can't do it. Anyhow, so yeah. So now they got more vaccines for you guys who want to take it. I ain't taking it. I ain't going. I know for a fact my immune system will not. I die. There's no way. I don't see how I could take. I don't see how I can do it. Don't get me wrong. I put myself in a lot of predicaments in life, guys. Fuck, I can tell you that. But this just sounds stupid to me to take the fucking vaccine. I ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Can't do it. So I'm not sure. I think Mr. Justin went to go sit down and pee.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I think he did. I think he went to go squat and pee. Is there anything else you guys? Well, unfortunately for Justin's stream, I cannot see you guys. Actually, I do have an extra window. He is streaming, isn't he? Yeah. So let's be realistic. If you guys have anything you want to say,
Sorry.
no, you
Step away
good.
for a
You
second.
you had to go put Mr. Potato Head up while you go squat and pee.
Yeah. And put Mr. Potato Head up on in the bathroom so I can, you know.
So
I'm
this is
good,
what it
man. I
comes
think we're
down.
good, y'all.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, thank y'all for
Is there
hanging out.
anything you want to say? Anybody? I don't give a fuck if you tell me if I'm fat and ugly. Is there anything you want to say? No? All right. Well, this concludes episode 2 of the Toxic Beater Guys podcast. If Goya's fat and ugly. Yeah, I know. So if you guys want to listen to this on the podcast, you guys can go to anchor.fm/Toxic Bearded Guys and check us out there. Or you can go to twitch.tv/Mr. Freaking Rican or twitch.tv/Big Justin TXTY.
TV.
Or TV. Sorry. My eyes went slanted there for a second trying to read that small ass shit in my stream.
Oh, you're
So,
good, man. Yeah, thank you for hanging out and listening.
Yeah. We greatly appreciate you guys for coming in here and giving us the views and some of your inputs. We thank you very much for that. Without you guys partaking, we would still do it. But I think it's safe to say that it just pushes us more when we have you guys in here. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck what he has to say.
Yeah. You bully. Oh, you bullied me.
Because, man, you're Mr. Potato Head.
It's just how it pisses.
So I will end my streams, guys, but I won't be streaming for the rest of the night. I'll be back on streaming tomorrow, but I will be on some Call of Duty with the missus, playing that zombie event that's going on at the moment. I don't know what Mr. Justin's going to be doing, if he's going to continue to stream or not. Are you going to stay streaming now?
Yeah, I'm going to join you.
Are you going to stop streaming or are you going to continue?
No, I'm going to keep streaming. All right, y'all. Give us a minute, man. We're going to end this podcast here. Thank y'all for hanging out once again, man. Come join us
thanks for hanging out with the Toxic Bitter guys, baby.
Yeah, you can always come see our streams, even if it's not Sunday. We stream almost every day, or at least I do. So, anyways, thank y'all for hanging out, man. We'll see y'all next
how to react
Sunday.
to this situation, your lifelong instincts will tell you to do one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite. Let the games begin.
Somebody has to die.